Time, the one thing we can't control. Slipping through our fingers as days pass us by, constantly moving forward as we sit here, waiting for the perfect time to start. We overthink, we plan in a race against the ticking hands, but sometimes the best plan is no plan. The one where you do the thing rather than thinking about the thing, because slow motion is better than no motion.
Gotta do better, I 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 gotta.
Megan, I'm tired.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Right?
Need something to get me going. I think I'm turning into an old man with this little guy. I have got a pill reminder thing now to take all my supplements now because I keep forgetting to. And
you love
it? I do love it. It is very easy and great, but I feel like an old man using it. Yeah, only once a day. I ain't got no schedule or nothing. And we got my Starbucks cup.
That's mine.
I know it's yours. Let us know what your secret hack of a breakfast is we got
I
here.
have delightful bread, 2 eggs, sriracha chili sauce, honey, and everything but the bagel seasoning. Really
And rocking the greens. Rocking the greens.
good. It's really good.
Alright, morning supplements before the gym. Rocking with some Transparent Labs. We got bulk pre-workout. Whoa. Some growth. And creatine for the stack. Nothing too complicated. And you guys saw the old man vitamin container. So I take that every morning as well. But we're gonna down this and go get some work.
Don't worry, we'll come back and do mine too.
Do your what?
But I'm mixing up.
Oh, you want to show them too?
Yeah.
Alright. She'll put you on to her stuff too.
Yeah, get a close up. Can we get a solo shot?
We got, what are the flavors?
Blue slush or rainbow candy.
Blue
So this
slush.
one's like a icy and this one's like Skittles. I think I'm gonna go with blue slush. In my blue cup. Almost a full scoop.
98%, because the 2% of caffeine
Is too much.
Too much caffeine.
I just breathe some in, but it pushes you over the edge. Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's,
I really like the rainbow candy too, but
what's the rating?
10.
10.
It's really good. I like the rainbow candy one too, but the rainbow candy's probably like a 7, and you have to make sure you don't have too much water, else it's just like watered down juice. But this is like ridiculously good. I get it like every time. I was gonna switch it up with the rainbow candy, and I like it, but like not like this one. Blue slush. I think there's a different blue, like raspberry. Different. Blue slush. The way to go. No code.
Time to go to the gym.
Spend your money. Yeah. Gym, and then maybe we'll go to Trader Joe's.
Give us a little sign up.
I don't have a sign up. Come along.
Alright, I really hope you guys can hear me because I picked the absolute worst time to come to the gym and it is beyond packed. We got classes going on everywhere, but nonetheless, we're gonna get it done.
moving into our first warm-up, I've noticed the most amount of progress doing a warm-up directly related to your first workout. So if I'm really prioritizing muscle ups today, being able to do the row machine and ski machine has just been game changer. My muscle ups haven't felt this good until I've started doing this, so I'd highly recommend it. But we're gonna do 5 or 6 rounds of this, 1 minute on, 30 seconds to a minute's rest if you need the break in between. But this really just gets your body loose, gets your back ready, and trust me, you're gonna tell a difference in these first few movements that you're doing. Finally starting to see some really good progress within my calisthenics, and honestly looking big picture with a bunch of my Ironman training and stuff, being able to stick to a regimen and dialing in my food, dialing in my training with 2-a-day sessions. These past few weeks I've noticed just huge improvements, so it's really good to see the work paying off and actually know what I'm doing is worth it. I feel like I've been stuck for a few months of very stagnant work, but we've really been able to push through, and honestly, I've never felt better. It's kind of crazy how much change you can have in 2 to 3 months, and day to day it might not feel like anything's really happening, but looking back, I can tell I've came so far in just a short amount of time, so it's only up from here.
I feel like some of these, or like these car chats, are getting to be some of my favorites, because it's on like Instagram and stuff, it's hard to like connect and just like talk about life or whatever we're going through, you know? So I feel like this is a fun thing to do, connect with people. The thing I wanted to talk about was being able to like have the courage to do things on your own, even though it's like it's nerve-wracking kind of. Like, I'm a chronic overthinker, and every time I'm about to go shoot something or like film, it's supposed to be fun, but overthink everything I do.
It's easier when you have a group of people all doing
Yeah.
the same thing.
It's
than
way
by
easier.
yourself.
It's way easier to make yourself commit to stuff in like a group. And seeing the people that I want to become like, or like seeing my friends, the Houston guys, like seeing all them in Canada, being able to link up on like a weekend and film or something, and seeing all the cool videos and like things they produce, it just makes me want that community even more. And like when like here, I don't really have a lot of people to go film with. I think I briefly talked about him in the first video, but like Kevin, Billy,
Didn't you film
other Kevin,
a vlog in Houston? Or?
no,
Oh, I thought you did.
Sod, bunch of those guys, but all of them are in Canada, and I'm out in Minnesota where I don't really have anyone that trains like I do, doesn't film or like have a passion for filming or anything like that I do. So it's really hard to just have that creative spark alone. But I think once you start filming, once you start going and get in the groove, everything starts to just kind of flow.
Falls together.
Yeah, it all falls together. And something I try to remind myself of a lot is how can I expect to become who I'm supposed to be, or like who I see the people I watch are becoming. It's like the people that have done it. Like when I look at BPN people like Luke and Nick Bear and Anthony and all these guys that have like a huge just group together that all goes and works out and has that community of people, how can I expect to find that community, how to find that group, if I am letting my overthinking take over and I don't film, I don't train for the Ironman, I don't train for calisthenics, I don't do any of this? How can I expect to find like-minded people if I'm not doing it when I am alone?
Something that I'd add, like, just as advice to you, that's
Yeah.
like kind of starting to help me. My therapist told me at my last session, to like, you could literally do this or like just know it in your head, but create like a hopes jar and a worry jar.
Yeah.
And like
Hopes and worry jar.
when you can do it mentally or write it down, but like your hopes jar is like who you want to be and like the habits you want to have, your best self. Like,
Yeah.
it's your best version of yourself. And then the worry jar is when you start to overthink those things and like you worry like, what if I'm not good enough, what if I'm not this, but then you think back to your hopes jar and you're like, this is who I want to be, how do I keep being that person? So you kind of like compartmentalize, like get rid of those worries and put it in the jar, get rid of it, and like focus on your hope jar and pull out each thing, like what kind of partner you want to be, what kind of career you want to have, what kind of impact you want to have on others around you, what kind of friends you want to have, like, and then keep focusing on the hopes jar. And so I feel like that's a good way to even like think about what you're talking about. Like,
I mean, even last night when I was trying to think of what I wanted to do for the YouTube, and I have like a brand ad that I'm filming later today too that I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm trying to plan and like go through all this, and more often than not, my overthinking, like perfectionism in me just takes over rather than just kind of enjoying and
the process.
just enjoying the process and like just going to have fun to make something cool. It's kind of what I talked about in the last video, but it's like your habit, like it's on you to form your own habits. And if I let myself overthink and just fall it back into that, nothing's going to change. It's up to you.
I feel like,
but it's up to you to make whatever change you want to do. Like no one's going to make you go out and film. No one's going to make you go to the gym. Nobody's going to make you eat right. And it all falls under the same umbrella, where it's like if I want to be like the people I see at BPN and like Ice Athletic Club, Anthony, and all these guys, if I want to be anything like them, I have I have to do the hard stuff even though I'm alone. I still have to working towards a bigger goal. And you just have to see the bigger vision, yeah. And I think the more you do it, the easier it gets. But that's always been one of my biggest struggles, is just being able to do anything alone. If you've seen any, like, some of my Instagrams that I talk in, or like even past YouTubes, that's been a very reoccurring theme and something I've been trying to work on. But man, it's hard to break a habit like that. It's not worrying about who I am today, but who I want to be tomorrow or in a year. What type of person do I want to become? And that person is doing these hard things. Yeah, that's one of my favorite speeches, I think. Yeah, they asked who your biggest hero is, and his hero was him in 5 years. And then in 5 years, they asked him again. It's like, are you your hero? Yeah, are you your own hero, like you said? And no, my hero's in 10 years. My next hero is me in 10, 15 years. So it's a constant evolution of just progressing and trying to be your best, just trying to do your best every day. And that's what it comes down to, is just being the best you that you can do. And anything outside of that, you have no control. You are where you are today, and you just have to, no matter how far ahead or how far behind, you just kind of have to accept that. But I mean, it's easy to see, like, we get stuck in a routine every day, or not stuck, but like, I'm going to the gym every day, I'm training twice a day, and it can get kind of mundane. But thinking of all the greats that I'm seeing, like, take Nick Bear, for example. It's like, he is crazy, but he's running Ironmans, and now he's going to go compete in High Rocks and do all these crazy things. And he couldn't have done that if he didn't start his brand on day one. He couldn't do that if he started running his first mile. Starting is really hard. I've been thinking about starting a business, starting a brand for a while, and I just get stuck in my own head and stuck in my own ideas. It's like, on one hand, it's trusting the process, and on the other hand, you just got to dive all in or jump right in. But take it day by day. Just try to do the best you can do. But we're almost back to the apartment. Shout out to the Canada boys for getting us hooked on sushi. We're about to make some homemade sushi. It's not very authentic, but we got some chicken, got some of the seaweed wraps, and I mean, we try to make it the best we can be. Yeah, we got some spicy mayo, but shout out to the Canada boys for getting us hooked on that. We're going to go make some lunch, and I will probably catch y'all for the next run that we're doing. Peace. Hey, that looks pretty good. We're back in the car, making a quick pit stop at my sister's house. We're gonna help out with her foster dog that she's got. So we're gonna go see Olivia, let her out. If anyone's interested, the rescue is called Warrior Dog Rescue. I can link it below. And then there's also a package waiting for me there, so I'm excited to see that. And then we're gonna hop into this run. I'm doing just a short recovery run today. My legs are cooked from my 7-mile one yesterday, and so I'm just gonna do a slow pace, like 8:30, 9-minute mile. And during this run, my girlfriend's gonna help me film a brand campaign for Mount to Coast, so that should be really fun to take you guys along for that. And yeah, hop right into it. All right, we got our Black Friday package from Transparent Labs. So let's see what kind of goodies we got from this. All right, we got a new shaker. There's some stuff in there. Bunch of goodies. I was excited for this thing. We got new bag, gym bag from Transparent Labs. So I'm definitely be using that. Then in the shaker, I think we got a bunch of like samples and stuff. Yeah. Got oatmeal chocolate protein bar and a bunch of pre-workout snacks or pre-workout hydrate greens powder. Okay. Got a whole bunch of different stuff you can try out. I'm not sure if this video is going to be out by Black Friday. Maybe maybe that can be a goal for me. Maybe I'll try to get this out by Black Friday. But I think if you spend $150, you get this whole bundle for free with your order. On the 27th, I'll have a code for you guys can use, and then anything after that, make sure to use my link. They discount the athlete codes, but our link is still active. So, yeah, if you want to check out any sups, any protein bars, anything like that, go check them out. Yeah, let's go get this run. If there's one thing you should know about running, is it will always be hard. No matter how long you've been doing this, no matter how far you have to run, running will always be there to humble you. But one thing is you're always running towards a destination, a better you, a better lifestyle, one day at a time, one step at a time. You are constantly moving forward into the person you're trying to become. Put it up on the corner. Got the little turkey base, little turkey. You're not that close. Show team.
All too soft for sound.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Bed is hardly shown.
Wow, it's perfect.
Scraped across the phone. Like they stole. Oh, how they hold. Claire, really forfeit. I'm growing like quickening hills.
Drop.
I'm telling darkness from lines on you. Over havens full and swollen Morris, your habitat. Already living alone. With the ass snap in the whole class.
Jeez, Kara. All right, we are finally back. I feel like I've been away for a while, but in reality, it's only been like a week or two. With the upcoming holidays, with Thanksgiving, and working on some client videos, some UGC stuff, I feel like I've just been a little unmotivated or a little burnt out just with how much editing and how many videos I've had to create recently. But seeing some of my other friends really grinding, really pushing stuff out and making quality stuff, it kind of remotivated me, got me back in the space. I feel like one of the struggles that I'm really dealing with, or especially in content in general, but YouTube and Instagram, is finding a new direction. Something me and my friends talk about quite a bit, about how the social world is changing. And we've been making like motivational videos for probably over 2 to 3 years now. But I think times are changing a little bit, and I want to be more personable and make more of a connection with everybody. And yes, that style of video was really cool, and it's fun to make those cinematic style videos, but it's almost missing something. It's lacking a little bit, and that's where my hesitation or lack of action has kind of came from. Just not really knowing which direction I want to take this. I think we're in a time of change, and it's going to feel weird making new stuff. I think my overall goal and mission is still the same, is to inspire as many people as I can and inspire you watching. But I think it's just going to have to come in a new way. And I don't really know what that looks like yet. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it, because then I'm just going to overthink it and it's probably not going to turn out good. So I'm just trying to let it find me a little bit more than forcing something that I don't really want to do. So appreciate you bearing with me. But videos are going to start coming back more frequently here. One thing I want to just talk about is I've kind of taken a step back, at least this week over this holiday break, in content and just making videos, but I'm still doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, which I feel super busy, but it's also been a blessing to be busy. I'm currently reworking my resume for a new job that I could possibly line up. I've been doing a few UGC deals. I've been doing a few pieces for clients that I'm working on, or working with, but when I started, I used to really want to be this busy. I wanted to have clients, and in order to make time for these new priorities, something has to give. And in my content creation, just daily posting every single day has kind of taken the hit a little bit, but I'm still pursuing this goal and pursuing this dream, but it just looks different. And it's a little hard to come to terms with, but honestly, now that I'm sitting here talking about it a little bit, I'm just even more grateful for the chance to go make projects for actual clients and start to turn this into a full-time thing. I think I try to rush it a little bit too much. I think it's easy for all of us that just want our goals and dreams and aspirations to all be here right away. But without these difficult times of change, without adapting, without learning from our experiences and learning from our failures, you can never really get to that point. So kind of taking a step back and looking at the big picture kind of made me realize that this change I'm going through now, this feeling of uncertainty, this feeling of not sure where I really want to go, is just going to get me one step closer to where I actually do want to end up. And I think that can be a good lesson for anybody watching this. Just take the first step. Just take one action at a time, because you can't do it all. You can't do everything at once. But eventually, over time, you're just going to be stacking brick after brick and win after win. And eventually you're going to be building up to a place that you never really even thought was possible to get to. So as I'm talking here, I think this is going to be a turning point where I'm getting back into action, getting back on my daily routines, getting back into filming more, and YouTubes are going to start coming out more frequently again. Like I said, I took a little bit of a break. But if there's anything specific you guys want to see, any questions you guys have, please comment them down below. At the end of the day, this content, these videos are for you, and I want you to get value. I want you to get enjoyment. I want you to be excited to come and watch these. And if I can help give you guys information that you want to see, it can just benefit both of us a little better. So if you got anything, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I'm gonna get this video you guys are watching right now probably done this weekend, get back into the routine, and yeah, I think we'll call it there. Appreciate you guys watching. See you in the next one.